Hey YouTubers, and welcome once again to another episode of the Samurai Monkey 42. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the different type of uniforms used by the Japanese army during World War II. In order to be more accurate and cover a lot of information on these topics, I decided to break each episode into a different video. So this is part one of the video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the different type of uniforms used by the Japanese army. So what you see in this first picture is the Senninbari 1000 stitch belt, and this was used by the Japanese soldiers, and this provided courage, luck, and defense against the enemy bullets. This was something that were given by family members to the soldier before going into war, and it just sometimes it will have writing on it, and I've seen a lot of tigers on this 1000 stitch belts. That this was something that they would use just to mainly strengthen their courage, luck, and defense against the enemy. Under the uniform, they will have a shirt and pants made out of cotton during the winter time and wool during the summertime. And the officers would also have a collar. It was also made out of different materials depending on the weather, and this will provide them with just comfort during the winter time, protect them under the weather, whether it was hot or whether it was very cold. The Japanese used two different types of uniforms. The M90 Shikikuni, introduced in the year 1930 with a khaki color with patches on the collar, and it would also provide the number of the unit. It would also have patches by the shoulder that would provide the rank of the soldier. This uniform was used from 1932 through 1939. The type M1938 Shikiguni came with olive green and khaki, but had different modifications to the predecessor. It had patches by the color with the ranks, which eliminated the patches on the shoulder. The shirt came also with 5 buttons. During this time, the soldiers would have to buy their own uniforms. Another uniform that came after 1940 is the Type 3 uniform, and this uniform was more personalized by the officers due to the fact that they had to buy their own uniforms, and it was very similar to the Type 1938 uniform. The materials of this uniform were a lot cheaper due to the fact that we're getting closer to losing the war. They were also used during the extreme summertime and used during the cold weather, both made out of wool and cotton. During the extreme hot weather, the officers will use cotton shirts called bushu yuhan under the tunic of cotton. The ranks will be stitched right above the pockets. The long pants will be called bushi oki, that will have strings by the ankles to be able to tie it from the bottom. The Japanese soldiers would also use the famous boots called kaijan. The shoes would also be made out of pig and cow, and they will also have a reddish color. The shoes would also have a metal ring by the heel. The officers will also wear long boots that will provide more traction when walking.